Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about my first major heartbreak. Yes, sad, depressing. I actually tried to video this a while back and it just didn't work out. But today we're gonna do it. Today we're going to get through it and do it. For all of those who are here for a boyfriend story, it's not a boyfriend story. It's about someone that was my best friend a while back, and trust me, broken heartedness is what I experienced when that friendship ended. And I don't think any breakup can hurt like that, but I don't know. So let me start off by saying that this is someone that I met during high school. Me and him became very good friends during, I think, the end of my first year of high school. And we actually, well, I didn't like him in the beginning. Like, I found him very annoying and obnoxious and just too much of a person. And he kept picking on me, and I was just overwhelmed by him, which turned into dislike. But after some time, I actually don't remember why we became friends, but we became friends eventually. And that friendship grew into something absolutely amazing. He became my confidant, my best friend, my brother, my literally my everything. And so we went through high school together, just building this amazing friendship, him getting to know my family, me getting to know his family. And it just grew. Everyone knew us. Anywhere you saw him, you saw me, and vice versa. Vice versa. It was amazing. It was a friendship that I cherished, that I placed above everything else. And it was something that, like, I saw continuing forever. I never thought that one day we wouldn't be friends or one day we wouldn't be as close as we were then. The thought just never crossed my mind. I couldn't fathom living a life that didn't heavily involve him as much as it did back then. So again, went through first year, second year of high school, third year of high school, very close. We went on church camps together. We visited each other's churches because he was also Adventist, and we just had a great time. I became very good friends, with his friends and his family, and we just all formed this group, and it was amazing. I loved it. He was such a crucial part of all my memories of high school, all my positive and all my negative memories as well. He was just such a prominent figure that helped me to become who I am, really. And so when I moved here to Canada, it was very hard to let go of him, to let go of our friendship. But I was very optimistic that it would continue, that, we were such good friends. We had such good love for each other that it could withstand being miles and miles and miles and miles and miles away. Little did I forget to, like, realize that life happens, and we were still, like, very young teenagers, and people grow and people change, and that's okay. My issue is that I have attachment issues. He doesn't. And so when I moved here, I was still very fixated on maintaining that friendship, and I think I pushed it a little bit too much, because he started to become distant. He started to, like, not want to talk to me as much and not want to spend as much time with me, which really sucked because I just moved to Canada. I had no friends, huge culture shock, and it was a very lonely time. High school was difficult. It was just a very difficult time, and I wanted my best friend, but I couldn't get the attention that I wanted or needed from him, right? And we maintained a good enough relationship until, I want to say, until he started university, or at least his second year of university. And a major change happened in his life, which I won't go into because not that person. Mind you, looking back, like, I wasn't perfect in the situation, but I fought for my friendship. I really fought for it, and I tried as hard as I could. Even when I knew it was time to let go, I still kept trying because I had invested so much time, so many years, so many emotions into this relationship. It was hard to just let it go. A lot of people thought that me and this person had some romantic whatever going on. It never got there. It never went there. We were great friends, and that was it. We're just good friends, and I loved him. I loved him like a brother. I loved him so much, and that broke me. That tore me. I cried. I was devastated. And, you know, I had to unfollow him on Instagram, had to unfollow him, had to delete his number out of my phone and give myself the space and time to heal, because he was continuing on with his life and he was doing great things that I was happy for him and I was proud, but it just sucked because these are things like he always wanted to do and he talked about them when we were younger, and now I see you doing them and I'm just not a part of it. Not even that I wanted to be a part of it, but I wanted to be there to celebrate you. You know, I wanted to be there to be encouraging and to help you celebrate your wins and to help you move through your losses. And the fact that I couldn't be there, that hurt. And so moving on from that took a long time. I think it's only like last year or so that I followed him back on Instagram, and it's still weird. It's still painful at times. And I still have those moments where I'm like, gosh, like, what if we had continued our friendship? How much different would we be as individuals? How could we have helped each other to become better? Or, you know, maybe it wouldn't have turned out that way. Maybe would have grown sour and hated each other. But that, my friends, that was a heartbreak if I ever known one. And it sucked. And now, and that's the thing with growing up and maturing and just understanding that people are who they are and it has nothing to do with you. I just realized that in a relationship, you have to know why you're there and why that other person is there, why you want to hold on and why that person wants to let go, and just really evaluate it for what it is. That kind of screwed me over for future friendships and future relationships because I always had my guard up. And now I'm at a place where I've accepted that it is what it is. I still miss him weirdly, and I still wish that we had what we had, but there's not a part of me that wants to try to build it again because I know we will never get there. I know even if we tried and we invested all that time in trying to build it, it would never be what it was. And I don't want it, you know, like I don't want half of what we had. I'd rather just not have anything and remember the good times than to like try to force something to happen. And another thing is there's no hatred. You know, there's all love and there's all support. And whereas we don't have that closeness and that great relationship anymore, there's still that support and that love. And you know, whatever good vibes and good energy that I can send, I do always try to send it. But yeah, your girl had her heart broken by a guy. Oh, she wasn't even dating. Sucks. And the funny thing is, like very close after that too, and I finally healed it. It got shattered again by another friend, but that's a whole other story. And I don't know if you've been through a friendship breakup, I know it's tough. It's so hard, and I feel for you. I feel for you, and I hope that I don't have to go through that again. Which is why I'm very selective now of who I let in, who I consider my friends, and it was a learning lesson, it was a stepping stone, and I move forward in wisdom, in love, in prosperity, and all those good things.